Hey guys, so before I talk about Coral Crime, which I finished in 2 days, I'm gonna say that yesterday my fiance took me to Books a Million, and I went there and bought a couple books, and I actually, well, he pointed out that he saw another booktuber there because she was walking around with the camera and talking about books that she read, and I wanted to go and say hi, but also didn't want to ruin her shot, so unfortunately, I did not get the chance to meet another booktuber, but she lives in the area, which is kind of cool. So maybe one day if I meet her, I could what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Collaborate with her. I had a brain fart. So I finished Cruel Crown, and it was okay. Like, I read it first because I know it's a prequel to Red Queen, but I also heard that you don't really need to read this to read the series, so I'm kind of glad out of all of them, this is the one that I'm not really like, that I didn't really like. I don't think it's going to spoil me for the series, so I'm like, okay, at least, the one I really don't need, I don't like. I really like, okay, basically what you got here is, and it's by Victoria Aveyard, for those of you that don't know what Red Queen is, but pretty much you have two short stories that are told before the events that happen in Red Queen, and they're called Queen Song and Steel Scars. I did like Queen Song. I enjoyed Queen Song. You pretty much, the plot of Queen Song is you follow, her name is Corey Ann, I guess, and you follow her, and her family is of silver blood, so they are high ranking, but they've lost most of their money and they're kind of low on the high rank. But she starts being in favor of the prince, and he decides he doesn't even want a high ranking girl, he wants to be with her. The ending broke my heart though. Oh my god, that ending. Like, that story's actually really well. If I honestly want the story, I'm just going to get Queen Song on my Kindle and just keep that, because you can buy them separately on the ebooks. So that's good. Steel Scars, did not enjoy it, and it was a longer story. It's told in the point of view of Captain Farley, which is a female red blood, and she is fighting the war with the silver bloods, and she's a badass. But it was just kind of dull. Although I will give it a good mark, because it had what am I looking for? Two things I didn't see coming, like two really plot twists. That's what I'm looking for. Had two really awesome plot twists that I didn't see coming, which made it a little bit more interesting. So it wasn't too bad, but I can't see myself reading this again, which is why I'm going to say I'm going to be giving this book away on Instagram. So if you want a copy of Cool Crown, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram and repost the picture that I'm going to post of the book, and I will pick a winner by Friday. I'm going to give it a week. So whoever wants this, that's all you have to do is follow me on Instagram and repost the picture with the hashtag that I'm going to post to. As always, before I talk about that, I'm going to tell you guys what's the next Kindle book I picked, which I call these reads chicken soup reads, and they're basically reads that lift me up and make me feel good, and I've been feeling a little down lately, so I'm like, I need a heartwarming book. And one author I can tell y'all that I consider to be a chicken soup reads is John Green, because even though they are horribly sad, because usually somebody dies, they're really heartwarming reads. But the only book I haven't, it's on my Kindle. I've read the physical version, but I bought it for Kindle, which is Paper Towns, and that's the only book I haven't read. And I'm like, I don't want to reread a book. I want to read something I haven't read, because I have hundreds of Kindle books. So I picked Every Day by David Levion. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I heard really good things about it, so that's my next Kindle book before I draw out of the book jar again. As always, I'm going to mention my Patreon account real quick. You don't have to give any money, but I am trying to raise some money to get a new camera and some software to make these videos a little better. But as always, that's optional. And if you want to check out the rewards for that, you can go on my page. But that's it for this review, and I'll see you guys for the next video.